V-Apes! What's up guys, welcome to V-Apes online tutorial. Today we're going to show you how to build an Igo W. So this is what it's going to look like after you've completed building it. It's a pretty basic and universal dual coil setup. You can use it with your Nimbus, Patriot, or anything that has 3 poles just like the Igo W. So here are the basic tools that you're going to need for building. First you're going to need a torch. Then you're going to need some needle nose pliers, a Phillips head screwdriver, some wire clippers, about 6 inches of 28 gauge Canthal wire, and about a foot of 3mm wick. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to torch the wick. You don't necessarily need a torch, you can use a lighter. This process eliminates all the residue from the factory. It burns off like the debris or maybe any oils that's left over on it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to chop the wires in half. And then we're going to take the wick and we're going to chop that in half also, just like this. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fold this wick 4 times. So we're going to fold it once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. And twist it a little bit, and once you're done, it should look a little something like this. Now you're going to take your coil and you're going to put it under your thumb. You're going to wrap and coil your wick 3 times. You're going to have, you should have these evenly spaced as much as possible. And you're going to actually do this process twice. So you can put one on each side of your dripper. When you're complete with this process, you should have 3 coils facing you. Now you're going to take your Phillips screwdriver and you're going to loosen all 3 screws from the posts. Don't take them off, just loosen them. And when you're done, you should actually be able to see through the holes on each post. The center post is your positive post and your outer posts are your negative posts. You're going to take the wire from the shorter end of the wick and you're going to place that wire in through your negative post and then place the other wire into the positive posts. Lift them up so they'll hold in place. Now take your other pre-wrap and put it in from the other side. Again, same thing. Shorter end of the wick coil will go on the negative and then the other one into the positive. So once you put in both sides, it should look a little something like this. Next thing to do, grab your pliers and you're going to pull both of the pre-wraps as close to the post as possible, but you don't want it too tight. You also want to try and keep the coils on the wick as even as possible. You can give some support with your thumb while you're pulling them in. And then now you're going to do the other side. Again, not too tight, and it should look something like this. So once you've pulled in the wraps, the next step is to tighten the screws. Now you don't want to tighten the screw too much because it will snap the wires and you're going to have to start all over again. Just tighten it until you hit a dead spot and then stop. Now we're going to go ahead and snip away the excess parts. We're going to start with the wires. When you're cutting the wires, try and cut as close to the post as possible. Now it's time to cut off the excess wick. When trimming, try and be as close to the base of the RDA as possible. And on the longer end, we're going to try and cut it as close to the base as possible also. That way when you put on your cap, it doesn't snag it. Once you're done trimming away the excess, it should look something like this. Pretty clean. Try to keep it as clean as possible. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do is try and space out the wires on each side as evenly as possible. Throw it on a mod and dry fire it. Make sure both sides are burning evenly. If they're not, move them around again until they are burning evenly on each side. To your right is going to be the stock air hole, and you can have it drilled out just like to your left. It is a hole that is drilled out a little bigger. The reason why you want it bigger is because it's easier to draw the vapor. You can select different sizes to have it drilled out when ordering from us, and we also do the builds for free if you request for it at the time of purchase. So when you're done building your Igo W, it should be a little cloud maker, something like this.
Jimmy?